Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this because you can always catch the replay. But I wanted to show my um, action plans, or my goals actually, and my action plan for the 100-day challenge. I had done a video about this like a week ago, and I just wanted to show you that it is legit. Really, really, really will keep you focused on your goals and what you want to do for 2017, and to not end up being a statistic like a person who says, I want this or I want that, and it don't happen. Like at the end of 30 days, what you wanted to happen did not happen, and you know, you just don't want to be one of those people. So, 100-day challenge is a program that you sign up for. You can sign up for it now. It is live, and you can also there are payment plans. There's the one payment plan, and there's two payment plan, and there's also a money back guarantee if you don't like it. But like I always say, if you do something and you actually commit to it, you will be successful and you will get done what you want done. So there's really no reason to get a money back guarantee. But if it's something that an option is there, that safety net's there. So anyway, I have 3 goals that they actually have you put into the system. There's an app, and you can do it on the computer. So, or on your desktop or whatever. So or on your phone, obviously. So you put in your 3 goals, and my number 1 goal is to lose at least 60 pounds by April 9th, 2017, which would be 100 days from when I started, which was yesterday. Goal number 2 is to complete BTBY, which is a branding and marketing course I'm taking, affiliate marketing mastery, that's the AMM there, and Kindle marketing mastery by April 9th. That's 100 days from now. And to also be a full-time phone sex operator and Uber driver by April 9th, 2017, because those are, your own business. That is not working for someone else. Those 2 things will be working for myself. So every day, well, actually in the beginning, you sign up and you put in your goals, and then you put in the time frame that you want it done in, within 100 days, like you reach different milestones or whatever. And then you put in action plans. So every day you go in, there's a video, and there is there's extra material like different audios, different written articles that you can read for motivation to keep you motivated and inspired and on point. And the ones I read yesterday, I can't just outright share with you everything it says because, people out there pay for it, so I can't just tell you exactly what it said. But it was on point. It's basically about focus and the reticular activating system. And it actually tells you why writing down your goals is the best way to keep on track. And also, you can't just write down the goals. You have to actually revisit them, measure them, analyze them, see why you weren't successful, see why you are successful, all that good stuff. So, so these are my action plans for today. So what happened was, I went in for day 2. I clicked on, I haven't watched the video yet because I'm going to watch it at the park. I'm about to go to the park and walk. But I did go in and revise my goals because I had to tweak them a little bit and make them the way I wanted them. I didn't really think. The first time I looked at it, I was like half asleep and it was like late and stuff. So I went back in this morning and actually redid them. But let's see. So you go into the app or into the email, and you write in your action plan for the day to complete your goals. If you do small actions every day, it eventually adds up to you accomplishing your goal. You actually get where you want to get if you do something every day, obviously. Well, how do you stay on track with that? This is the perfect way, the 100-day challenge, signing up for that. So, if I want to lose 60 pounds in 100 days, I'm going to have to do some work, obviously. It's not going to fall off by itself. It didn't get there by itself, so I'm going to have to do certain things to get it off. And one is to go back to eating vegan, because at the time when I was vegan, absolutely awesome health, Weight was easy to keep off, all that good stuff. So being strict vegan, I had gone back to eating fish and eating cheese and eggs and being vegetarian or pescatarian, and that's just not gonna work for me. Maybe if I just ate the fish, I'll be okay, but I really just want to do vegan. That eggs and cheese, just no. Dairy is no for me. So walking. Today is actually my do nothing day. It's Sunday. So, but I'm still gonna do something to reach that goal. And walking at the park is not a big deal. I'm gonna do Kundalini yoga. I love Kundalini yoga. It's something that it just really relaxes me. And I'm gonna talk about this I'm gonna do some videos on my YouTube about the different body parts and how it kind of shows you what's going on with you metaphysically. So I have a lot of like circulation, like I have really bad circulation in my legs, and there's a metaphysical, like a reason for that. So I have to do a lot of work with my legs and releasing and stretching and all that stuff. Like my upper body's cool, but then my lower body, whoo, issues. So I do the yoga to work on that, to breathe, and it's like moving energy through my body. So Kundalini yoga kind of works on really, really moving energy and everything. So that's why I like that. So I'm going to do these actions, and you see how it says I commit to completing these actions on January 1st, 2017. That's today. So that's the action that I would perform to move me closer to my goal of losing 60 pounds in 100 days. Number 2, and the reason why I got this here is because it's something personal. It's somebody's name, and you don't need to see the name. That ain't your business. So number 2 is plan out the week in my planner, and it says for all 3 classes, basically. And that's my goal number 2, the classes that I'm taking. If I'm going to complete the classes, I really like the mentor, the teacher for the course that I'm taking. She made a video the other day, and she let us know that, treat her course like you're going to school, which is very true. We're in a different day and age now. Going to college is not, and it's been that way for a while now. It's not new, but only like forward thinkers and people who are really, really thinking are figuring this out. That college is really not the way to be wealthy. Going to college and just going that route only is not going to get you wealth. You're going to have to do some extra stuff and, really hone and really cultivate and really get some specific courses for what you want to develop within yourself. They just don't do that in public schools. They don't. Or colleges. It really depends on your knowledge. I mean, you could get some of the courses, but it's a lot more expensive because the courses I've paid for this year, like, total about $4,500. That's still cheaper than a college education. Way cheaper. So, treating this like a class. Like we have a Facebook group, we meet, it has a syllabus, a schedule. It's, it's legit, professional. It's well put together. It's not just, some little whack course. There are, 16 weeks of modules. And guess what? The 100-day challenge is about 16 weeks or about 4 months. So that's perfect because that will keep me on course to actually finish it completely and totally and get the most out of it. Also, the second one is affiliate marketing mastery. So the I can break down those courses in there to correspond with the BTWY, obviously, which stands for Be True Brand You. Okay. And then the Kindle Marketing Mastery is a course that teaches you how to publish Kindle books. So I can give, different information to people in the form of ebooks. And also you can go into publishing actual physical books and then audibles. So the third goal, that's number 2 is my action plan for doing that. I need to plan it out and then just do it every day. And then number 3 is to be a full-time phone sex operator and Uber driver by April 9th, 2017. So that will enable me to actually be at home, not have to go to the hospital. I've gotten to a point where nursing is no longer for me at all. It's not fulfilling, soul draining, stressful, not interested in it at all, other than, going there. I might go there, do my job to the very best of my ability, I even show up and show out sometimes, might do some extra stuff, but it's like, it's not my soul is not really into it right now. My heart and soul is not really into it right now. So instead of complaining about it or being there, complaining really irks me. It irks me when I hear it from other people. It irks me when I do it because it doesn't change anything. It's just like you're just making excuses and talking about it instead of doing something about it. So, basically, you have characters in phone sex. So, I I have one character now. I'm gonna get another one. And actually, I'm almost got her set up. I just need a few things done. It's basically a layout for the site that I work on. And I need to just do some specific actions to facilitate that happening. So there's that. Okay. So I gotta, set up, like it says, goodie bags. Those are little pictures you can sell on the site. And I have to get my layout set up. And then I'm going to continue working with my first character. So I'm going to take my, I'm going to schedule some shifts for her, basically. If you look into my actual, my app, where, if you were to look into my app, where I have my action plan already set up, basically, I have even more specific stuff. My roots. So, it's working 8 hours, being logged in for 8 hours, 5 days a week and stuff like that. So I can reach my weekly income goal of 2,000 plus. Instead of, having to go to the hospital to make it, I can make it at home on phone sex, right? So I am committed to those goals, and having this daily thing that you log into, you're looking at the videos, and they're like scientific motivation too. It's not just, oh, you can do it or get off your ass or anything like that. It's like literally science behind it. It's breaking it down, why goals work, why you won't achieve what you want to achieve if you don't set goals, if you don't write them down, if you don't make them measurable, if you don't make them specific, if you don't make them something that's realistic and achievable for the time frame that you set up. If you don't do those things, you're not going to achieve them. And everybody knows that. Most people say, well, I want to lose weight. That's not specific. There's no action plan behind it. There's no time frame behind it. You're probably not going to make it. You'll go to the gym for a couple of days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month. And then something's going to happen that's going to throw you off course. You're going to get distracted by something. Something's going to come up because you didn't pre-plan or figure out, how to navigate any obstacles that might come up. So to avoid all that, to give yourself the gift of success and not fail and be one of the people that's made another New Year's resolution, and you end up in the same place that you're in right now, a year from now, you actually get the support you need and sign up for things that are going to help you stay the course and be successful. So, oh, and then the other thing about the 100-day challenge is you have an after action report, which means at the end of the day, you go back in and you say, did you do your goals? Did you do your actions that are the steps that are going to lead you to achieving your goals? Okay, so it's accountability to yourself. There's also a group. I haven't gotten into the group yet, but there's all kind of resources and tools in there. It is worth it. Like I said, there's a 2-payment plan if you can't do the 1 payment, and the 1 payment's not that expensive at all. And you gotta think, what is achieving your goals worth? Like, what does it mean to you to actually get where you want to get? If you're waking up, if it's like it's Monday, I guess, I don't know, because I work at the hospital, so I'm work per diem. I don't have a specific schedule at work, but I don't know if people are working today or not. Man, I know it's New Year's Day, so maybe places are closed. I'm never in tune with what's going on as far as stuff like that, but as I do try to work for myself as much as possible, which is with as much freedom as possible. But if people complaining about Monday, oh my God, it's Monday, I gotta go to work, that little thing right there, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to continue to suffer through something that you don't enjoy, that doesn't make your heart sing, does not make you happy, that that you're dreading and you're dragging through your day. You don't have to have that. You can make a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to do what's necessary to actually get out of this situation, to actually make a change in my life and actually do what the hell it is I want to do. You know, being broke and be like, well, I want to go on vacation, but I got to work, or, I can't afford it and all this stuff. You don't have to say that to yourself. Have enough self-love. Choose yourself and have enough desire to actually do something different with your life rather than just let the same shit happen to you. You are powerful enough to actually make a change in your life. You are powerful enough to actually create and command what you want rather than just succumbing to whatever happens. If you just sit there and let life pass you by and you let things happen, then that's what you're going to get. Whatever you get, it's just going to happen. Other people are going to choose for you. Other people are going to make decisions for your life. And you can't really blame anyone but yourself because you didn't take any action to make anything else happen. You have to move. You can't just sit here and law of attraction, oh, I'm thinking positive, it's going to come to me. That's not how it works. There's the attraction and there's the action. You have to be passive and active. You are both. You are dual. You have the passive things that you do, which would be the attractive works that you would do, and then you have the active works, things that are going to draw things, the electricity, the movement. You have to do something. You can't just sit here and wish and hope and pray that things are going to change for you, because it's not going to happen. That's not how life works, period. And there's nobody on the planet who got anything by just sitting here waiting for it. And yeah, there's some people who'll say, oh, I got $200, 1 month, and then I got this, another. That's crumbs. We're not trying to get crumbs. We're trying to get coins. We're trying to get waterfalls of money. We're trying to get lots of stuff. We're not trying to just get a little bit. That's not abundance. Just getting by every month, having to figure out how we're going to pay our rent. Abundance and really making it is not even worrying about a payday. Not even really caring that it's payday. Most people live paycheck to paycheck and they're like, waiting for Friday or waiting for whatever day it is you get paid, instead of being like, you know what, I got excess in the bank and anything I get is just stacking on top of that. It's not something that you're waiting for. You're not waiting for your money to come in. That's not abundance. That's not living like a boss. Okay. So I left the link in the title of this video for the 100-day challenge. Check it out. Yes, it's an affiliate link. I want to be open about that. It doesn't cost you any more to sign up through the affiliate link than it would if you just went and typed in the address in your address bar. It's just a little something to show, a little reciprocity, because I told you about it. And like I said, if you don't like the program or for some reason it doesn't work out for you, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, the thing is, don't make excuses and say it didn't work when you didn't work. And it wasn't really the program. It was really you. You didn't get up and log in and listen to the audios, watch the videos, type in your goals, type in your actions, and then do the actions. There's no way. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I ain't gonna say that. But what I'm saying is, that's just because they don't want you to say that. They don't want you to say nothing guaranteed. But honestly, on the low, if you do the work, you will get the results. There's no force that's working against you that's going to keep you from getting your results. You don't have bad luck. You can reverse and create and change and get done whatever it is that you want done. So just do the work. Log in, watch the audios, type in your goals, do it, make it do what it do, and actually get where you want to get, instead of just being in the same place. Stop being someone who's every month trying to figure out how they're going to pay their bills, who does not have the freedom to go on vacation, travel where they want to travel, eat the foods they want to eat, have the clothes they want to have. Life is about expansion, abundance, happiness, joy. Ain't no happiness and joy in worrying about your electricity getting cut off. Ain't no happiness and joy in worrying about your rent being paid and worrying about being displaced. Ain't no happiness and joy. And something happened. Look, 2017, I won't see no more GoFundMe's for people asking for simple shit like weddings. Why are you asking for, people to give you money for a wedding? Why are you getting married and you ain't got no money for no wedding? Like, this is simple stuff. People asking for money to get places and get tickets to travel because something tragic has happened and they don't have the funds to travel, so they're having to ask for the money. I'm real raw, real hard. I'm sorry. You need to have all these things. You can have all these things already set up already. There are ways to do that. You don't have to have all these emergencies and chaotic situations and stuff. That's not stability. You want to be in control of your life, okay? In control of your life to where you have the funds to do whatever it is you need to do when it's necessary. I'm the tough love mama. I don't sit up here and do all the sugarcoating. You need to get your shit together. Get your life together. No more asking for money at the last minute. No more, having, like I said, having these emergencies come up. Everybody, there's things in life that happen day in, day out that we already know are going to happen because we've seen it happen to other people. The smart person will say, you know what? I see what you're going through. I'm going to do something different so I won't go through that. So I won't have to have that experience. That's what a wise person does. They don't continue to have the same issues year in, year out, day in, day out, because they fail to do something different. Because they fail to make an effort to do what they can already intrinsically do. Everyone is capable of having enough to do for themselves to where they're not having these emergencies and having this last minute trouble and then having to ask people for money. It's wonderful to help people. It's wonderful to donate, wonderful to be charitable. But at the end of the day, you got to take responsibility for yourself and your own life in all aspects, rather than being the last minute person who's trying to scrounge up something. So I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person who's, looking for a handout. I don't want to be that person who's, always having all these, tragedies and stuff happening and oh my gosh, I have to beg for money. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the person who has cancer, who has heart disease, who has any of these other preventable illnesses. Don't want to be that person. There are things that you can modify in your lifestyle, your eating, your activity, your mindset, your energy that will prevent all those things from happening to you. So the one who prepares beforehand, before the tragedy happens, before everything falls apart, is the one who will be saved, as they say. The one who will not have to go through all that, will be saved from experiencing the negative consequences of not being prepared. So instead of, looking around and saying, oh, woe is me, why did this happen to me? No, get off your ass, do things that are going to actually prevent these unpleasant things from happening to you in life, and make a difference, make a change, commit to actually getting up and doing something. And I'm like everybody else. I have my days where I'm like, I don't feel like doing this or whatever. But, I got up, I saw my email, I went in, logged in. I was reminded that if I don't do the work, I won't get the results. You can't get mad at anybody for not doing work. If you don't do the work, you will not get the results. And there's nobody to blame but me. So there's no reason to cry, no reason to bellyache. You should just not say nothing, because did you do the work to get the result that you wanted? So that's why you didn't get it. That's why it didn't happen for you, because you didn't get up and do the work. So there is nothing wrong at all. Matter of fact, it is very advisable. It's very wise to actually get support and get help and do what you have to do to make sure you stay the course, to make sure that you don't fall off, because you will fall off if you don't have a plan. You will fall off if you don't write it down. You will fall off if you're not accountable to something or someone. So right now, before, tragedy sets in, because stuff is going to happen. There's going to be shit that breaks. There's going to be, people that pass away, and then we have to go visit. Right now, make a decision and say, you know what? I'm going to have the money to go visit whoever if I need to. If I just see a lot of GoFundMe's about people trying to get plane tickets to go visit people that have died in their family, and they're like, I don't have the money. You should always you can always have the money to do whatever you need to do. Your job is not guaranteed. At any time, something could happen to you. Something could happen to the job, and now you're screwed. That's why I'm always pushing passive income streams. I was just listening to my multi-millionaire mentor, last night actually, talking about how he has about $10 million that is set up to where it will make, was it dividends? So he would get payments for that, and he could live off of that for the rest of his life. That's how you do it. You set up systems. You set yourself up for success rather than just hoping and wishing and praying and thinking, I don't know what people think, that things are just going to work out. You have to set things up to work out. You have to make sure and damn sure that they're going to work out by actually setting up the systems. That's what I'm talking about. $10 million. That's just saved and set up in such a way that you're getting payments from that. Who can't live off $10 million for the rest of life? Even if somehow they weren't getting the dividends or something, that's still a lot of money that you could live okay for the rest of your life. Because a lot of people they only make $1 million over their lifetime. So imagine having $10 million. You could do something with that. There's something that you could invest in, something you could set up, something you could do to get that, to make that money make money for you. So that's the way you have to think. That's the way you have to, especially my women. I work with women. That's my passion. That's where my heart is. And, women depend on no one. Even if you're married, you're still always being very savvy, very crafty, and understanding that people do what they want to do at any time. And I'm not saying that I don't wish that anything negative happens in someone's relationship, but this is the thing. You have to actively always you have to work on your relationship. If you're in the relationship, you have to do things to maintain it, obviously. But even that, people are people. They do what they want to do. If they decide they want to withdraw, if they're support and if they're the only ones taking care of you and they're the ones taking care of bills and stuff, what do you do? What happens then? Never be in a position where you are dependent upon another person. And I'm not talking about, the independent woman as far as, I don't need nobody. Honey, you do need other people. You need to learn how to work with other people, but do it from a place of power and not a place of lack and not a place of dependency to where you're just sitting up here like a fool, like, oh, they're never going to do that, or this is never going to happen. That's insane. Don't do that. Always have your own shit, stacked up. Always have a backup plan. Always have things set up to where you will be okay no matter what happens. No matter what somebody else decides to do or not to do, you will always be okay. I've been in that situation. That's why I'm passionate about it, and I want to, anytime someone goes through something negative, a really good thing for that person to do is to transmute that into something positive and say, you know what? I made some mistakes. I walked down this path. I wasn't paying attention, or I just didn't realize something. And now that I do, you know what? I'm going to just let you know, hey, watch that. Make sure, if you're in that situation or if you're just living life, make sure that you always prepare. You always prep. You always plan. You always have something set up so that you're okay always and forever, So yeah, do something for yourself today. It's January 1st. Happy New Year. If anybody knows why or the significance of it is the first day of the year, it's the first day of the month, and the first day of the week. That's got to be something good, something energetically. I'm not a master of like astrological and things like that, but I would love to know. If y'all know, let me know, because there's got to be something significant. So yeah, So yeah, check it out. At least go to the website, look it over. Like I said, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. I'm recommending it because it's got me off my ass. I'm up. I'm about to do some stuff, So accountability, checking in, having your goals written down and you measuring them, and then also revisiting them and making sure that you're actually moving towards them. Having a plan is what you're going to need in 2017 to be successful, and not just end up in the same place. Don't be in the same place January 1st 2018. Don't be in the same place. Don't be in the same place exactly a year from now. Actually be able to look back and say, you know what? And you should do that. You should review your goals and review, what's happened weekly, actually, and then quarterly, and then every 6 months, and then for the whole year. Go back and review and say, you know what? This is what I've achieved. This is what I've accomplished. That's what CEOs do. That's what companies do. They review their goals. They write them down. They measure them. There's analytics. They figure out, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? And what can I do better to reach my goals? They don't say, I can't reach these goals, or we ain't gonna be able to do this. No, they figure out how to do it, and then they implement systems and they get it done. So be the CEO of your life. Be a boss. Build an empire. Peace, y'all. Bye.